Here with Larry Weiser. Larry, big win down here at Karn City. Always a tough place to play. You have to be pretty happy with your team coming out in front 21-7.
Absolutely. I mean, we got ahead 7-0 there, and they came back and tied the game up. And, you win halftime 7-7 down here, and then we stopped a couple key drives on some turnovers, and, of course, they did to us too. And then we finally got to put a good drive together and a key pass by Archer to Ethan Burford there, sophomore Ethan Burford. And then at the end there, that good pressure from Sam Minnick on a blitz, and Tyler, our big, tall Tyler Wolbert, makes that interception, and that's probably the dream come true for every defensive lineman to get something like that. So,
I wanted to talk about Ethan Burford's catch. You and I talked in the pregame interview about where he's come as a football player, and I mean that is a big-time catch. I mean that's a catch that you see guys make on Saturdays.
He's not a kid that waits for the football to come down, and he goes up and gets the ball and does a nice job of doing that. And he's still young, and he still makes a few mistakes here and there, but we're pretty pleased with where he's at this point.
I want to talk a little bit about defensively. You guys were able to bring pressure with blitzes, and that really seemed to disrupt what they wanted to do.
Yeah, especially at the end there. I mean, they were hurting us a little bit off tackle or inside the end there to the quick side, and ran some inside twists that helped us come through there. And then I thought all night, we didn't give him a lot of time to throw the ball. So I thought, that was a real key because, I felt like after watching him last week and even against Brockway, I thought he threw the ball really well.
Tyler McCord Wolbert, you talked about the interception, but he was all over the field defensively. Just talk about the game you thought he had.
And boy, that's your prototypical defensive end for Larry Weiser. I'm telling you, I love those 6-foot. Reminds me of Taylor Sessions and those guys. And, he had a swat down pass. Then he has an interception. It takes away all that inside stuff when you got a kid that tall. I liked it just. When I saw him, it was without a doubt we were going to put him on the quick side and use him to thwart a lot of those quick ends and so forth like that.
In a year where you had a lot to replace, to be sitting here 3-0 with a couple of wins on the road at Monitor and Karn City, you have to be feeling pretty good about where your football team is right now.
I am, but we'll get a chance to look at film. Anytime you're 3-0, a win's a win, and we had some kids that went down tonight, and that's always going to be the next phase of getting back and finding people that can fill in for them. I think a couple of them probably aren't going to return next week, so see what happens. Well, we may have to do some personnel moves and so forth. That's been probably something I haven't had to do a lot over the years, and so I've got to get out of that, that box philosophy and think out of the box, and especially when playing players at different places.
Well, Larry, thanks for joining us, and good luck next week against Brookville.
Appreciate the coverage and so forth. So.